Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to Accounting Department UMM Podcast. In today's episode, we have a special guest. Please welcome Dr. Amirul Shah. Yeah, Dr. Amirul Shah is a senior lecturer in accounting in University Sains Malaysia. Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Amirul.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Excellent.
Oh, excellent.
Feeling
Okay.
fantastic today.
Oh, thank you very much for coming in here. And yeah, Dr. Amirul is a lecturer, and also after we have an event. This is an international guest lecture. That's very incredible and insightful knowledge, sir.
I am truly excited, truly elated. I am truly honored to be invited here.
Yeah.
This is my first time to be here on campus. I am speechless to see the campus is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome to UMM, sir. Hope you enjoy it in Malang.
So far, so good.
Okay.
So far, I'm all good. I'm all
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Anyway, the theme of the international guest lecture is integrating between management accounting and international system to make a decision making in a digital era. So, yeah, could you briefly describe how you see the development of management accounting into this in digital era, sir?
Right. Thank you for the question.
Okay.
Yeah, now, if you want to look it carefully, there are many angles or many dimensions or many lenses that we can learn from how to incorporate management accounting in the digital era. First, you have to understand the history of it. Second bit is how to apply the knowledge of them. And then thirdly, the impacts and effects of having this program to be professionally recognized, and at the same time to improve on the existing system so that the knowledge can then be disseminated to the recipients, to the different stakeholders. With all these things that are happening, we also have to understand the fact that the digital era is moving so rapidly that we are feeling a bit left behind. Therefore, we need to equip ourselves not just in the accounting syllabus being taught at the universities, but we need to incorporate that as part of our learning, lifelong learning, and more importantly, to disseminate the knowledge onto others so that we can learn from each other. It is an ongoing process. The basic ones is not just about how to calculate product cost, which is very commonly used as a denominator of identifying any cost structure, which is about labor, materials, and overhead. Applying that into the digital area, that thing has been taken over by machines. What we need to be upgrading ourselves is more towards how to use the data for decision-making purposes. I sincerely believe, I'm sure all of us are learning from each other, that decision-making processes takes a shorter time as compared takes longer time previously. So that processes will have to come into effect. How do we need to manage it? Managing the processes and transforming ourselves into the digital era is of prime importance. Back to you.
Okay, correct. Yeah. I truly agree with you, sir. So this is we have to shifting from traditional to the digital era. And okay, in your experience, how has the role of management accountant evolved due to digitalization and system automation?
Right. There are, again, as I've said previously, we have to understand that we cannot learn the subject in silos, meaning to say we cannot learn the subject purely on management accounting. We cannot purely learning subject financial accounting. We cannot purely learning information system. Then the next one, auditing, and finally taxation. The 5 components have to be integrated.
Exactly.
And becoming like more a one reporting system that can be applied to various forms and various fields within which we are studying, learning, and teaching. For that matter, I sincerely believe that the whole syllabus and structure has to be constructed to be engaging with the industry players, and at the same time to be learning from each other in improving the process. That process we need to be done quickly as possible, because the world can't wait for the syllabus that we have used for the past 25 years being taught into our future generations and future accountants. Within that specific requirements, management accounting plays a pivotal role in managing and ensuring that sustainable future would then have to be applied from now rather than later.
Okay, and then maybe continue with your points, sir. What are the key stage in integrating management accounting and system with information system with organization, and so that can be adapted with the in the generations.
Okay, right. Thank you. I'm glad that you asked a question. I do have several ways of doing that. As always, there are several options. Number one, you have to invite speakers from the outside to be speaking to the students. I'm sure all of you like to hear from the industry players about what they are doing in the industry to be taught in the classroom. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, more importantly, the students' learning time has also changed over the years. Remember, the newer generations do not live as I was growing up. I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm still young.
She is young. Unlike me, you can look by the receding hairline. Okay.
No, you're still young too.
You do not know that for real. Now, the whole point I'm trying to say is the learning experiences differ. For example, students have been able to study 1 hour without stopping. Right now, it has to be compressed, it has to be precise, and the learning exposure is also different. Therefore, one way, the alternative way of delivering knowledge to them in a modular form. Straight to the point, let the students learn, and besides, students nowadays are very good in finding their own answers through ChatGPT.
Yes, truly.
Interesting. Okay. And the third one, I haven't finished, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
We need to bring in more case-based learning. Now that's very critical, because at the moment, learning through the structured syllabus of chapters in the textbook no longer relevant. By bringing cases so that the students can visualize what the real problems are, and at the same time be able to expose and critically analyze from the beginning of their study period, so that they be built on the knowledge about critical thinking and doing, rather than just about memorizing the answers for the exams. In doing so, it takes several programs within themselves. So that itself is also a challenge, but it can be done. It has been done. There are leading universities that have also introduced, which is number 4 I'm about to say, which is problem-based learning, or PBL. Now, PBL is another method where we can actually engage with the students, get them involved. The lecturers, instructors will have a lesser role observing how they develop their critical thinking at the same time. And the fifth one, more importantly, listen to the feedback from the students, how they should be learning. By engaging the stakeholder, I put quote unquote, we can then tailor-make the syllabus for them to be learning more comprehensively rather than again in silos.
Okay, maybe is there any additional learning or any for added soft skill maybe to this situation?
Believe you me, the students nowadays are more skillful than what used to be.
Okay.
You know what? I've seen students have more TikTok accounts. They are so great in Instagram, we call it IG, that they are able to sell themselves onto their respective accounts. So harnessing that skills themselves is excellent. Well, I do agree, completely agree with you, to which communication skills, how to say the right words to the right people at the right time is very critical.
Exactly.
And how to say them. I am proposing this concept in Malaysia that we have to include adab which is the foundation of any communication skills. Ethics, beyond ethics. Okay, to follow that principles, to apply the knowledge, to practice them. Only then you will be able to have a complete personality of having a degree with an adab, part of the communication skills and other soft skills to become a complete graduate with high expectations from the industry.
Yeah, especially maybe in this era, is a data analytic is important.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Connected with your previous statement that the student, even use chat GPT, maybe AI, maybe for the learning situation or learning. Exactly. So are artificial intelligence and machine learning being applied in management accounting analysis? So.
Okay, thank you again for the question. I've actually attended a few of the seminars being conducted by Harvard Business School. All right, they are also adapting their learning, their teaching experiences using generative AI software packages. It's not just here in this part of the world where the students are far better answers from the lecturers, but the lecturers have to be one step or two steps ahead than the students in managing using these AI-generated softwares in teaching and learning, especially management accounting. Okay, what do I mean by teaching and management accounting? Based on your question that you have posted just now, it is more towards embracing the technology rather than casting it away. Once you have embraced the technology, then apply the fundamentals of management accounting principles that are being taught in chapters from textbooks. In that context of embracement, then you have a fusion of knowledge being taught in a new dimension for the students who would love to see them, how they can apply them appropriately. How to make sure that students do real work rather than letting the chat GPT to do the work. We have to do the monitoring system.
Okay, monitoring system.
The monitoring system is very, very crucial in ensuring trustworthiness, part of adab, so that the students do a genuine work. Remember that? Genuine work rather than taking lock, stock and barrel the answers from a computer. You have to have your own interpretation of the knowledge. That's the fusion that I'm talking about. Be it not just management accounting, in all other subjects as well.
Okay, exactly. It's very truly agree with you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, what are the biggest challenge, sir, for it? The biggest challenge.
You want to talk personally or you want to talk professionally?
Maybe it's the priority for you.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Now, for me, it's about one thing that I also realized: learning never stops.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm not that young, but not that old. In between, I'm still learning. What I used to learn may be still the foundation of who I am. However, when we continue to add on new knowledge, including learning the machine learning language, for example, like Python, R, or maybe even this new generative AI things, there are various forms to which I am also adapting all these new technologies to be embedded in my management accounting knowledge. I'm also using all this new generative knowledge to be embedded in the way I teach case studies at postgraduate levels as well. Once we have combined them, then we have again a combination of different potential new learning experiences. These new learning experiences are for all of us to embrace, are for all of us to relearn, for all of us to redo, and at the same time for all of us to reapply them in charting new pathway, guys, new pathway for us to be relearning and adapting to this environment.
Okay, this is new area, new pathway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still premised on the same foundation of the critical subjects.
Yeah.
That cannot be thrown out.
Okay.
Product cost is still product cost. Activity-based costing is still activity-based costing. You can't run away from them. Yeah.
But the implementation, we can integrate it with the digital in the digital era.
Definitely.
So we have to make adaptive for it.
Yeah. Adaptive learning is key.
Yeah, adaptive learning is key.
Right.
Okay. Do you think that the integration open new opportunity for the cross-disciplinary research maybe and collaboration, for example? Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you are thinking about research, there are many different forms, but nowadays, the research is now going into the direction of potential outcome rather than just theoretical research. Okay, we're talking about at master's and PhD level. The whole purpose about research now is about who will be using the data.
Okay. Yeah.
Who will be using data, meaning to say its ramifications, its potential usability of the data. I am thinking, if you're looking into the SDG, for example, Sustainable Development Goals, the direction of research, we are now talking about how we want to save the planet.
Yeah.
How we want to provide stability so that we are living in a generation that will not be accused of, disturbing or destroying future generations' livelihood. So bringing back that issues of the 17 SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, that have been developed. And remember, we are not far away from reaching that by the year 2030. But then again, the challenge now, are we able to manage that? So how to cope that syllabus that we are now teaching in universities to be able to match, to be able to meet with the SDGs. That is another whole dimension altogether. Beyond that, we also have now the ESG.
Yeah, ESG.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the SDGs and ESG, you may have some resemblance of its acronyms, but it has completely different meanings, and yet trying to achieve the same goal, and this would be a good thing unless you choose not to. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, maybe soon we have to make a collaboration, sir.
Definitely. Looking forward to that. I'm excited about the whole thing.
Thank you, sir. In the research or community services.
Definitely.
Okay. The last this.
Okay.
Okay. What a message would you like to share with other students, with other people in the podcast and academic and practitioner about preparing for the integration of accounting and information system in the future, sir?
Okay, guys, my simple, not say rule of life, my simple principles of life, which is beyond rules. Number one, honesty is the best policy. Okay? When I say honesty is the best policy, it covers and it encompasses so many different spectrums of what we need to be aware of. Number one, what you learn. You have to be honest. If you are really learning about what is management accounting or what is financial reporting is all about, what is accounting information system, what is management audit all about, and how you want to pay tax. Honesty, it covers and encompasses all these 5 different principles and foundations of accounting knowledge. Now the second part, the first part, honesty being the best policy. Number 2, learn not just for yourself, but learn how you want to help others. Helping others is the intrinsic value that can never be measured in terms of dollars and cents. What it gives you, satisfaction beyond dollars and cents. A smile on someone's face when you have helped him or her, there is an immeasurable thank you that only you can feel it in your heart. Only if you do honestly. In bahasa Indonesia, this is ikhlas.
Ikhlas.
Okay? If you do it in honesty, the wholeheartedness of you will then transcend into other people, and then other people hopefully will help others later. Okay? The third one, I'm sorry, I'm going big because it gets very, very personal on this.